For these word problems, you're definitely going to want to have a calculator available. Doesn't have to be a big fancy one, but you want something that you can at least multiply decimals on. So when I go to try the first problem, it tells me a copier salesman gets 10% of every copier she sells. How much does she make on a $2,500 copier? So here we have the set amount or the price of the item that's being sold, and we know that a set percentage goes to the salesperson. So what I'm going to do is take the amount that the copier costs, $2,500, and I'm going to multiply it by the sales percentage. 10% is what it is as a percent, but when I multiply, I want to change that percent to a decimal. The way that I change a percent to the decimal is I basically move 2 decimal places to the left. So 10% becomes 0.10. If I put into my calculator, 2,500 times 0.10, it'll tell me 250, which is the correct amount of money that she makes in commission. Problem 2 says a new video game is on sale for 15% off the original price. If it used to cost $40, what does it cost now? This is the same general idea with one extra step at the end. Basically, we're going to find the amount of the discount, then we're going to subtract that discount from the original price. So same idea, we're going to take its cost, $40, we're going to multiply it by this 15% as a decimal, which would be 0.15. Do be careful when you're changing these percents to decimals. Remember that if something's a single digit percent, like let's say 6%, it's not 0.6, it's 0.06. So make sure that you're remembering that 0 whenever you're dealing with single digit percents. Here, because it's a 2-digit percent, 15%, I can put it in as 0.15. When I put into my calculator 40 times 0.15, it tells me the answer is 6. 6 is the amount of the discount, but that's not what they asked us for in the problem. They asked us, what does the item cost now? So if it's being discounted by $6 and originally cost $40, to find the new cost, we're going to take that original cost, $40, and subtract the amount of the discount, 6. That's going to leave us with $34 as our answer. In problem 3, the bill at a restaurant is $30. If you tip 20%, how much would your tip be? This is again just straightforward, taking the amount times the percent to find our answer. So we're going to take the $30 that our bill was, we're going to multiply it by 20% as a decimal, which is 0.20, or really just 0.2. When I put in my calculator, 30 times 0.2, it also tells me 6. In this case, that 6 does represent the full amount of the tip. If it asks how much would your total bill be, I need to take that 30 and add the 6 to get 36. But in this case, they just said, what would the tip be? So the tip is $6. In problem 4, it says a student earns $3,000 a month at their part-time job. If they spend $1,200 a month on rent and $700 on food, how much is left for entertainment? So in this case, we need to start with the amount that they got from their part-time job, $3,000. We then need to subtract all the things that they have to spend money on, specifically the $1,200 on rent and the $700 on food. If we take in our calculator 3,000 minus 1,200 minus 700, that's going to get me to my answer of $1,100. Question says left for entertainment. Obviously, I'd hope that you'd spend that $1,100 on things other than just entertainment, but the way that the question's phrased, I'm taking the bulk amount that I get from my job, subtracting my expenses, and seeing what I have left over. In problem 5, a pizza place has revenues of $12,000 per month. If their operating costs are $8,000 a month and they owe $3,300 a month on a business loan, how much profit do they make a month? So again, we're going to start with this $12,000, which is their revenues. That's another word for how much money a business brings in. So they start with this $12,000. They have to pay employees, they have to pay building costs, they have to pay food costs, everything else like that, which is going to subtract $8,000 a month. And then they also have to pay for their business loan, which is going to subtract $3,300 a month. So when I put into my calculator 12,000 minus 8,000 minus 3,300, it tells me they're making $700 in profit per month.